Alright, as always, you can go to YouTube channel My Medical Nightmare and see 40 plus hours video on everything that happened to me. Alright, as another Ascension series of hospitals rebrands, hopes are high that people will simply forget the past troubles and looting adventures of Ascension and its staff. Sins and past transgressions magically washed away and vanish. The types of offenses that would land average people out on the street in prison for years or bankrupted in a civil lawsuit. Ascension is able to bob and weave and use legal and business maneuvering and tactics to evade responsibility. They're truly an example of an organization that is too big to fail. And this is part of a greater strategy recently. This news was out October 1st, 2024. Henry Ford Health finalizes Ascension deal, becoming Michigan's second largest health system. According to the Detroit Free Press, Detroit-based Henry Ford Health finalized its joint venture Monday with Ascension Michigan, becoming a single $12 billion organization under the Henry Ford name. As a majority owner of the newly combined system, Henry Ford Health maintains an 80% governance and ownership stake, while St. Louis-based Ascension controls 20%. The names of some of the hospitals are going to change. You're going to see new livery, possibly new logos, colors. But a key factor to consider here, much of the same staff that worked under Ascension are going to be retained in the move. And this is key to understanding the structure of Ascension's corruption apparatus. Ascension does business in the wrong way. The corporate side is the real problem here. But they go into local areas and they give opportunities, jobs, and training to future nurses and doctors who really have no right to be pushing a broom or a mop in a hospital. These staff follow what they see, the greater corrupt actors, and they mimic these traits. And then when they get into trouble for cutting corners or engaging in fraud, they simply go to Ascension, and with their size and clout, they will just tell the people and problems to go away and vanish. So the fact that the staff are going to stay in the transition, that this is a problem, because Henry Ford Health is taking on a lot of liability, risk, debt, and assuming to back up the corrupt elements, side effects, and baggage of Ascension's business efforts. So like all of these instances where Ascension sells these hospitals that come under new management, you need to look for a key sequence of events. The new owner will have to undertake a massive house cleaning of the corruption, or they're going to stay steadfast and defend it. Something to watch out for. The article says about 17,000 Ascension employees are transitioning to Henry Ford Health, bringing its total workforce to about 50,000 people. And with the addition of Ascension's properties, Henry Ford now operates 550 sites of care, and it's obvious in the words of the representatives how eager they are to open a new chapter, turn over a new leaf, start anew, and put the past behind them. CEO and President Bob Rennie said, "Today is day one of the brand new, vastly expanded Henry Ford Health organization, made possible by a joint venture with our wonderful partners from Ascension." The Detroit Free Press asks, "Do you expect there will be layoffs associated with this as you look for efficiencies, including in administrative positions?" And the answer was, "No, I do not. Keep in mind, Ascension is a national company, so a lot of those administrators that you're referring to were in their corporate offices and will continue working for Ascension nationally." The health system also told the Free Press in a statement that almost all of the Ascension Michigan employees agreed to stay on with Henry Ford through the transition. The Detroit Free Press asked, "What does this deal do financially for Henry Ford Health? how does it affect the bottom line? Does it affect the debt ratio? And CEO Bob Rennie answered, it doesn't increase the debt ratio. I think some of these answers are not exactly 100% accurate. There's a question as to why Ascension has systematically sold off so much of its business in so many states in the USA. And if you look deeper below the surface, you'll see that there are many corruption factors involved. And there is a lot of debt, as well as outstanding legal and civil matters in all levels of the court system.